Welcome to episode 2 of the LUCARI walkabout. So last week Tom gave you guys all an update of what's happening with the vehicles, and this week we're going to have a little walk around and see what individual items we're working on. So at the moment we'll walk over towards one of the lads over here who's working on the seats for the new Defender. So the covers have been trimmed up for it and now they're being fitted to the seats. So as you can see here, this is the seat nearly ready to go back into the vehicle. We're about towards the end of retrimming this. It will get heated next, sort out the last few creases and such, and then it'll be ready to be installed in the vehicle. Yeah, so that's what we're doing with this one. That's just the last few things for the new Defender. And why don't we go upstairs to the seamstresses and we'll check out the auto cubby boxes. So we're now upstairs in the trim room, and over here we've got some very lovely people, not being silly at all. We're trimming up the cubby boxes today. So these are all free auto cubby boxes at the moment. If you looked at Tom's video last week, you would have seen one that we're doing for a double cab that's been swapped with a BMW engine. This is it here. Helen's starting to design and cut out all the covers for it, get them sewn up, and they'll be going down to one of the lads downstairs to get trimmed up and then be ready for fitting. So yeah, very exciting. So one of the other auto cubby boxes that we're doing is for a Dutch vehicle that's been swapped with a Ford EcoBoost engine. That already came into us with a auto cubby box. So all he wanted us to do is to take off the leather covers and retrim it to match the rest of his chosen interior. So as you can see here, it's all in bits at the moment. The cubby box has been fully disassembled and yeah, it's being retrimmed, and before we know it, it'll be in one piece. Maybe in the next episode. Ta-da! So again, from last week's episode, Tom showed the vehicles without their dashboards in. Here they are this week. We're doing 3 dashboards all in one go, being retrimmed by our wonderful, wonderful team. 2 of them in tan leather and 1 of them in chocolate leather. And before you'll know it, you'll see these fitted in the vehicles, all as one thing. Yeah, look at that. Look at it, appreciate it. It's beautiful. I mean, it will be when it's all done, but it's covered in glue at the moment, so. Yeah, glue, leather, bits, it'll get cleaned up, it look nice. Just going out of here now, we've got one of our vehicles here. It's just getting prepped, getting the last bit of cleaning done, and then we're going to do the last bit of testing before this goes back to the customer. This is a vehicle that we built last year. It came into us as like an ex-army vehicle from Singapore. We've done a full build on it, engine swap, automatic, paint work, interior, the lot. It's come back to us just to add a couple more bits to it. We're doing a final check over and then this can get delivered as well. If you'll follow me, we'll go to the joinery now, where we can see some of the wooden floors that have been prepped, caulked, and are waiting for the next few stages before they're ready to go inside the vehicles that we have over there. It's gonna get loud, so yeah, deal with that. But this is the rear drawer box that's gonna go into the double cab. As you can see here, all the wooden slats have been placed. It's been put onto the backing, and it's been caulked as well. Next stages, we'll scrape it, sand it, and oil it, and then it'll be ready to go in the car. There is one more vehicle for us to check out, which is currently being stripped, getting ready for a new chassis, new bulkhead, and a few other bits, which we'll go and check out. Yeah, since we've got 3 units on this business park, plus the joinery as well, things get spread out a bit, so occasionally it means we have to get our steps in and go to the far side of the business park just to get to where we need to be. But you know what, on a day like this, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Summer, it can actually get really warm over here. But luckily, like, we've got the nature park just over there. We've got a river, and if you're lucky, you get to see the seals as well. Makes for a nice lunchtime treat to see. This is where the vehicles go when they're waiting on parts. If you look over here, we've got a Stage 1 Series 3 V8. It's actually come to us as a completely built vehicle. It was done by a previous garage. The customer wanted some additional works done and for us to check over a few bits as well. So with this vehicle, what we're doing is we're now just waiting for the parts to come in, but we'll be swapping out the chassis for a brand new one. And then with the bulkhead, we'll be replacing that as well. So I'll be getting a new bulkhead, so it'll last who knows how many more decades. It'll be painted to match, and the whole vehicle will come back together. As far as visual upgrades, I don't think we'll be doing much to it. I think we may be changing the wheels and tires. These are not actually the customer's wheels and tires, these are just temporary, while we do all of the dirty work and you know, anything that can get oily, we want to make sure that that's safe and can be cleaned off. Yeah, this is the V8. Thank you very much for joining me on this week's walkabout video. I hope you really enjoyed it, and join us next time to see what we've got going on.